Hi everybody, this is Flo. Welcome to a brand new episode of the KMS Quick Shots. My guest today is a singer-songwriter from McKinney, Texas. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is folk pop genius KellyMarie. Hi there, nice to meet you.
Hello, happy to be here. Thanks for having me.
So during the last months, you created songs for an album called It Is My Album, which is inspired, if I read that correctly, by the TV series The Office. So, well, obviously you are a fan of the series, but how did you come up with the initial idea of creating songs with a TV series as an inspiration?
Yeah, it was during the lockdown, actually. I had just had a baby and the world stopped, and it was in July, so about 2 years ago. And I was watching the show for the zillionth time. And it was when Pam said, talking about Jim and Karen, I don't know if you're familiar with the show.
Not at all, sorry.
Okay, when she said that they couldn't get the timing right, I was like, oh, this is cool. And I want to write an album of love songs about this funny show, because I thought that was a unique take on enjoying a TV show. I was writing about it. And it was so fun and easy.
It was easy. So, and I never heard that someone had a TV show as a muse, if you will, before. So yeah. it just clicked when you watched the show.
I can remember that moment so clearly. Yeah, right on this laptop. I was just like, I'm gonna write an album about The Office. And I ran downstairs and told my husband. He was like, I don't know. But he's like, okay, go for it. And then the first song I wrote was called Timing Right. And then I played it for him. He was like, oh, he's like, I see what you're doing. And he was really supportive of it. And
so all the tracks on that album are specifically bound to scenes or situations of the series. Is that correct?
Yeah, mostly just relationships. Timing Right is about a couple years in Pam's life, like her looking back on their time together. And then Us Again is about Karen, a girl that dates Jim for a while, and just from her perspective in this one moment where they went to New York together. So some of them are moments and some of them are looking over a relationship or hoping for the future.
So with that being said, what was the base for the newest release, Exit 17?
Oh, good one. That was the proposal, Jim and Pam. When he proposed to her, they're chatting on IM and planning to meet up because she's living out of town, and they meet up at a rest stop at Exit 17. And then it starts raining and he proposes to her.
Before you had the idea for the album, had you ever had other influences or other muses, if you will? Did you do other tracks before as releases, as official releases?
I have an EP. I did an EP out in 2018, and just about songs from my own life and relationships and heartbreak. And I write a lot of songs, but this was the first I knew what the whole album would essentially be like. And it's my first full album, which is pretty fun.
So this year's already saw 4 releases of tracks of the album, and the full album is, if I did my Sherlock Holmes thing correct, August 12th, I guess.
Yes.
So
coming soon.
Hard question now. If you had to pick one of these tracks to be your all-time favorite song from the ones released so far, which one would that be and why?
Wait, released so far? Like the 4 that are out?
No, from the whole album.
Whole album.
Could be on.
I always say the song Beach Day is my favorite. It's about Pam also. And it's a real emotional song. It took me 8 months to write. So I said the album was easy. I knew where I wanted it to go, but getting this song to that point took a lot of work. It went through a lot of different forms and different melodies and lyrics and moods, and it just wasn't right until I finally got it right. I think that's why it's my favorite, because I saw where it started and where it ended up.
So with the whole process in shaping the songs until they are right for you to release, who's helping you? Who's the team behind KellyMarie?
Well, for that, just me. For the
Really?
whole songwriting, yeah, for like the lyrics and the melodies, that's just me in my own little world. Sometimes I'll have my husband, I'll be like, hey, what rhymes with this? Or do you think this sounds good? He's my sounding board and a lot of things. But in the trenches for Beach Day, it was just me battling in my mind about it on pen and paper and voice memos and my phone. But then the studio where the songs came to life, that was my producers and they helped a lot.
Are you a full-time musician?
I'm a full-time mama.
That alone is so I guess there's not much time to make music except for the midnight-ish part of the day.
Really? Yeah, I'm a night owl. I work later at night, but anytime I sit down at my piano to work on my music, my two babies come up and they start banging on the piano next to me. And instead of being like, oh, I just want to work on this, I just choose to be thankful that they love music and they love to sing. And my 4-year-old will get some paper out and tell me she's writing a song. And it's cool to encourage the
following
creativity.
your footsteps already.
Yeah.
So let's take a short trip into the past. When did you start creating music?
I was in college, so probably like 2011 or I think so. And no one knew I could sing. It's a big joke in my family that I kept it a secret. Because I didn't know people didn't know I could sing. And then I tried out for a singing competition at my school and I made it. And that's kind of when I was like, oh, maybe I can sing. And then I started writing songs and moved to El Paso for grad school. And
did you ever take classes for singing or for playing an instrument?
Sorry, what was that?
Did you ever take classes for singing or playing an instrument?
I did. I did take voice lessons. I took a couple of them.
Was that before they found out you could sing or after that?
It was after.
Oh, okay.
I was always in choir, but I would just sit in the back and sing quietly and just be there for my friends. But yeah, voice lessons was after I figured out I could sing.
What made you do the final step of stepping out and saying, okay, I'm obviously a singer who can sing and write songs, so now I'm doing this? Was there a pivotal moment that made you do it?
I think I saw the poster for this Sooner Idol at my school, and I've always been a dream chaser. Do you know the show Trading Spaces?
No.
Oh, well, it's like a home swap reno show, and I got my family on there when I was 16. So when I set my mind to something, I'm really good at, just doing it. So I saw the poster for Sooner Idol and I said, I'm gonna try it. And I did.
So with you being a dreamer or a dreaming person, isn't it kind of restraining to take the TV series as a topic for an album so that you're bound to this topic instead of, I don't know, just letting the emotions come out of you?
Yeah, that's a good question. It was actually easier because yes, I am a dreamer, but I'm a creative person. So it's kind of hard to wrangle that in, like to be disciplined and sit down and think of one song and follow through with it because I can just be distracted. And it really helped center me. But there was a lot of freedom in it too, because I got to imagine myself as those characters and see how they're feeling. And, I had to infer a lot because it's a comedy. So they're not talking about their feelings and deep thoughts. So I felt like I was getting to know them more and getting to know myself more too. It was really fun.
Well, it's just one facet of you as a person, also as a creative person, I guess, to just explore this part and then move on. Speaking of moving on, from the past back then when you started singing and playing to the future, so you got the album, which is released August 12th. I guess this is connected to a whole advertising part of the game. So what's next from there on? Are there any plans for this year after the album?
Yeah, actually, just before the album, the office is having a big convention. It's called DunderCon, and it's in New York or New Jersey. And I'll be playing at it the week before my release.
How did you manage to get on there?
I just messaged a bunch of people and and finally found the right one. And they were excited. They liked my music and they're going to let me play it there. So that's August 6th. And anyone who goes there, I'm giving them my album for free a week early too. Well, not everybody. First 300.
Just wanted to say that's not a cool marketing strategy.
I wish, guys. I wish I could give everybody my album for free, but gotta keep some to sell.
Will this be the first time you're actually playing live, except the core experience and things like that you did earlier? So as KellyMarie?
No, I've done a lot. I played at the Granada, which is a cool venue here in Dallas, earlier this year, and some coffee shops and other venues, but that's the first, I think, giant opportunity I'm gonna get.
So is this something big, new, exciting for you, or are you an experienced stage person?
Oh, I get so nervous. I like to think I'm experienced because I've been on a stage a lot, but every time it's like the first time and I get nervous but oh no, my computer's trying to do something. Remind me later. Oh no, where'd you go? There you are.
Hello.
I'm back.
Perfect.
Yeah, I always get real nervous before I sing. It's very vulnerable, but then once I start singing, I feel really calm and comfortable, and like I wrote music that I like and I'm proud of, and I hope people see that when I perform.
Just out of curiosity, when you go on stage, are you in your comfort zone, not even realizing if something happens, I don't know, if the lights go off or someone falls off a stage or something, or are you a perfectionist who tries to put herself in correctly into the scene, in the spotlight, if you will?
Oh no, I come by honestly. I'll walk on stage and tell everybody how nervous I am and how excited I am, and things go wrong, I'll acknowledge it and I'll stop and take a drink of my tea, and I just want people to feel like they're with the real me. It's easy to feel pressure to try to present this facade of perfection. I got it all together. I can't do that. I don't want to do that.
So I guess it's not the real you then. So.
It is me. I have an itch, see?
So are there any unreleased songs you're working on right now which are following after the album is released?
No. I have a bunch of other Office songs that I was working on that I didn't put on the album. So I'm wanting to work on more, but I'm still in kind of the Office zone.
So once the album is released and the convention gig is played, you let the dust settle?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So no other plans planned yet?
Yeah, I'm more working on like the set and performing the songs right now, but I have other ideas in the notes on my phone for future songs, and I can't wait. I miss the whole songwriting side of everything. But you know how it is, busy at home, and
yeah, the day has not enough hours.
Yes.
Perfect. KellyMarie, thank you so much for meeting me tonight. It was a pleasure to have you on the show. Guys out there, if you want to know more about her project, her songs, and the upcoming events, make sure to check out the links in the description of the video. That's it for the night. All I have to say is be safe. See you next time. Bye.
Thank you so much.